Hey everyone, AmberFrmThVault here. Welcome back to more of the Knife Sisters. We're going to go ahead and just jump right back in, but before we do, I just wanted to say thank you so much to the publisher for giving me a copy of this so I can go ahead and play it for you here on the channel. Before we jump in, I do want to remind you too that there are some themes in this game that might be disturbing to some, including BDSM as well as some heavily sexual themes. So just remember that this is probably more of a rated R game. Just want to remind you up front, but let's go ahead and jump back in. We'll see you guys back in just a sec. Alright everybody, so I'm pretty sure that there is some kind of glitch in this game where if you exit the game, you lose all of your essence and you're reset to neutral. So I think if you want to play this, you might have to play it 100% at the same time or like never exit out of the game. I had to exit out last night because it was way too late and there was no way I was going to be able to finish the game that night. And I lost my 9 essence and I was also considered loyal. That seems kind of shitty. Like, why did I lose all of that? I don't get it. It's interesting. I just don't... I don't know. I don't understand why I lost all of that. I'm so sad. He seems freaking boring, but something must be good about him since Ayanna likes him. Okay. Well, I don't really care too much about looking through all that, but I do care that I've lost all of that because I don't know what it means. Maybe having all that essence would have been good for me. But I guess we're gonna go see Ayanna and Mo. Oh. Okay, it came back now? That makes no sense. I'm so confused. There's definitely a glitch going on here. All right, Ayanna, Mo, and I met at the cafe, just like old times. It was just that things weren't at all like they used to be. But Ayanna seemed to be in a good mood. The party was so much fun. Mo and I shared a glance. Didn't you leave the party early? I think I hardly saw you after we played Never Have I Ever. No, I was there somewhere, out on the terrace probably. So you haven't heard about Will and Vicky then? Ayanna looked curious and a little defensive at the same time. No, what? He acted a bit weird toward her, first hitting on her and then bailing without an explanation. And that kind of stuff could happen to anyone, right? I didn't know what it looked like from her perspective, but it disturbed me that she so readily defended him. Okay, but also it's her cousin. So let's all remember that when you have family members, it is very easy to be like, my cousin didn't do anything wrong. Now I have the opposite relationship with my cousins. They did it wrong. I'm just telling you right now, they did it wrong. All right, so maybe you should ask him about it. Well, most of them. I have a couple good cousins. All right. To us, it seems like he reacted badly because she's trans. I don't think so. I bet he had his reasons for doing whatever he did. He's not, like, opposed to trans or queer people. It must have been a misunderstanding. Maybe it's you who doesn't know him well enough. Ayanna stared at both of us. It feels like you're ganging up on me. So was it time for another fight? No, I want to be your friend. She stared at me angrily. You're not acting like one. What can I do differently? You two should stop ganging up on me. This wasn't going anywhere. We're not. Ayanna stared at me, then at Mo. And I don't care if you two are dating, because I'm seeing someone as well. She stumbled out of the cafe and left us looking at each other. She sure has some temper. She does, yeah. Oh, that wasn't good. All right, Ayanna didn't want to believe us. Let's stay at home. We haven't done that yet. Monday evening. All right, I was approaching the kitchen when I heard voices from in there. It seemed that Naomi and Nicola were talking. Glancing through the door, I could almost see their faces. I stopped to listen. I was just thinking, you've got a driver's license, haven't you? I have. I need to move some stuff in a couple weeks, and I was wondering if you could drive if I find a car. I see. It was quiet for a moment. It's just that I don't particularly like to drive. Okay, because you don't do it often, or what? Yet another silence. No, it's not that. So what is it about it then? Another pause. I wondered what was going on. It's that A couple of years ago, I was driving home from a friend's, and it was late at night, and I don't really know what happened, but I hit something. I don't know what it was, but it was something big, like a big animal or... Oh, wow, didn't you stop to check? I panicked. My mind went completely blank, and I just kept going. Oh, I know. I haven't told anyone about it up until now. It must have been a horrible experience. It was. Still is. Silence again. I didn't want to go in there, so I decided I'd better go back to my room. When I moved my body weight, the floor made a squeaky sound. Shit. What was that? I hurried as fast as I could through the corridor and back into my room, hoping he hadn't peeked out in time to see me. Okay. Let's go meet with Ayanna because I feel like we should talk to her alone. The habit of shutting myself in my room had resurfaced. Maybe I needed to do something to get back on track with Ayanna. I texted her that I was sorry for the last time and asked if she wanted to take a walk. She answered almost immediately that she was free and we could meet up. She seemed happy, as if she'd totally forgotten about what happened last time we met. I wasn't sure if I could let it go that easy, but maybe I should. I didn't want to kill her joyful mood. You seem happy. Yeah, I am. Anything special? Well, I'm seeing someone who I kind of like. Oh, good for her. That's nice. Have you been seeing each other long? Her voice was light as she answered. No, not at all. But it feels exciting. I nodded, but something disturbed me. I didn't feel good about us keeping things from each other. About the last couple of weeks, or even months. I know you've said many times that I'm not like I used to be, and that you miss the times we had. I just wanted to say, I miss them too. Now she looked into my eyes. If there's anything I can do to make it better again between us, I will do it. She nodded. I'm glad to hear. I appreciate that you're bringing it up. But we're here right now, aren't we? We are. We kept walking. You know that occult shop? Yeah. Can we go there? It's been a long time since I visited, so it'd be cool to check it out. Sure, we can do that. I want to go to the occult shop. I'm gonna be honest. Ayanna opened the door to the shop and we stepped inside. I almost flinched when I saw Nicola standing in the corner, talking to Teddy. Oh, hi. What are you guys up to? Just popping in. Ayanna wanted to come. Hi, Teddy. Hi. Teddy looked calm and delectable as always. There was something about the gentle appearance that transferred harmony directly into my veins. It felt like I wanted to curl up next to them and fall asleep. Maybe I hadn't gotten enough sleep the last couple of days. Ayanna started to browse the shop. I didn't know if she was looking for anything special. I'd always thought she felt the same way as I did about that kind of stuff, but maybe she didn't. She curiously examined crystals, incense, jewelry, and magical artifacts, and carefully read the backs of books. In the meantime, I just stood around. Teddy and Nicola were speaking in soft voices. I didn't focus on what they were saying. Instead, I started looking at the posters by the entrance and the flyers lying below them. Occult Celebration, said one. I saw the shop's name on it and started to read. There was going to be a theme night this Friday here in the shop. That sounded intriguing. I wondered if Dagger was going to show up. I walked over to Teddy and Nicola. What is this going to be about? I held the flyer up to Teddy, who smiled. It is what it says, an occult-themed night. The shop's going to be open and other practitioners and merchants will be here as well. There'll be some musicians performing, a person who will do card readings using a tarot of the unknown, and I'll have private lessons with people. Private sessions? What was that about? I think I said lessons. Private sessions? What does that mean? I'll prepare a small room in the back, then the person and I go in there and perform a small ceremony based on the person's needs. I see. If you want to do it, you can bring an item that's related to the topic you want to address. And this sounded somewhat familiar. Okay. Right at that moment, Ayanna came to the register. She put some candles and crystals down on the counter. I'll take these. I'm glad you found something you like. Teddy started to tap the cash register. I was just talking to Leo about the theme night here on Friday. Maybe you'd want to come as well? I'll put a flyer in your bag so you can read more about it. Ayanna looked intrigued. Sounds really cool. We'll probably be there. As we closed the door, Ayanna stared at me with laughing eyes. You know the shopkeeper? Why didn't you tell me? Oh, I don't know. You have to stop keeping secrets from me. From now on, I want you to tell me important stuff like that. I didn't know that was important, but okay, I'd try. I wouldn't think that was important either. I do like Kylo Zen and asking him questions, but we're going to talk to Dagger. I feel like she's interesting. I was sitting in my room when Dagger opened the door, without knocking, as per usual. I would hate this person so much if they kept opening my door like that. Oh, I would want to kill them. All right, without knocking, as per usual. Ah, good. You're here. She looked eager. You know the truth I asked you for? I nodded, still feeling rather uneasy thinking about it. On Sunday, I want you to decide beforehand what to tell me and bring it to me in a sealed envelope. Then the Knife Sisters will decide what happens to it. I could feel some sweat emerging on my upper lip. What happens if I can't do it? Then you and I will have to part ways. Her eyes darkened and my heart let loose a shower of beats. Why did she have such an impact on me? I wasn't even sure I liked her. But she had a way of affecting my body, entirely bypassing the reasoning parts of my brain. Was she really in possession of some otherworldly power? And if so, did I even have a say? That would be very unfortunate. We're getting close to where it burns. She caught my gaze. And about that, I'm not sure I've properly stated how important it is that what happens between us stays between us. She locked eyes with me. Have you ever told anyone about our rituals? Not really. I mean, I might have mentioned something to Ayanna about us doing rituals, but I haven't told her about the actual content. And just that they've taken place. Dagger's eyebrows arched. You can't do that. And that's why I'm feeling so unsafe. I can't even concentrate. She stared at me. I knew something was going on. I'm sorry. I didn't know it would affect you. Well, it does. From now on, I need you to keep this an absolute secret. I can't run the risk of everything getting spilled by someone not being able to keep their trap shut. That has happened to me one too many times. I nodded in silence. And as I told you, as soon as you deliver the truth I asked you for, I will tell you a secret about me. But I can't do that if I can't trust you. I didn't know what to say. You can trust me, I promise. Okay, good. She left the room, and I stood there thinking that I had to remember from now on not to talk to anyone else about Dagger. Not even Ayanna. I disagree. You definitely need to talk to everyone about her. She creepy. Okay, so it looks like we don't have a choice. We have to talk to Nicola. Well, nervous about that. Nicola was alone in the kitchen when I went in there. Hi, Leo. What's cooking? Nothing yet. Might make noodles, though. I was a little surprised to see you in Teddy's shop today. You were? Okay, well, I'm trying to get a little more hands-on experience when it comes to those kind of topics. And Teddy's a very nice person. Yeah, I think so, too. I guess you might get the chance on Friday? I'm sure. I wondered what he wanted to experience. What's the most intriguing thing you've learned during your course? I'm mainly interested in the psychological component. What is it that people are looking for, and the functions cults and esoteric movements serve? And also, in destructive cults, what is it that makes people subject to their leaders? Sounds interesting. He smiled. But perhaps I should start doing a little more practical stuff. Maybe you could let me in on some of the things you do with Dagger. What? Did he know? We're not doing anything. He smiled. No, huh? I don't know exactly what it is you're up to with her. He caught my gaze. Although from what I've learned, people can get really sucked into those things. It's important to keep your head. He looked at me as if he wanted to tell me something. What the fuck did he know? I also want to know what the fuck he knows. Okay. Well, we're going to the curiosity shop. I guess I'm curious. Me and Ayanna met, oh, sorry. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching me play The Knife Sisters. If you like this game, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all those YouTube things. As always, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel and you haven't already, go ahead and click on that picture of my big dumb head. Click on that bell icon if you'd like to be notified every time I post a brand new video, as well as on the right hand side of your screen there should be some random videos, things that YouTube thinks you'd like, and something that I put up there. I don't know what I did it in post, as well as a bunch of names in the middle of your screen. Those are the Twitter handles for my current patrons over on Patreon. They really do keep this channel running. I wouldn't be able to do it without all of those folks. So if you would like to go ahead and say thank you to them, go ahead and follow them over on Twitter, give them some likes, tell them they're awesome, because they truly are. If you'd like to become one of those names in the center of the screen, those are all of my patrons over on Patreon, I should say. At the time that I recorded this video, if you'd like to become one, go ahead and click in the lower left hand screen there. It says something about extra video content, bonus content, videos, things like that. Go ahead and click that to learn more about that. We're going to go ahead and get out of here though, so I'll see you all in the next one.